The last time we made a wood bead bunny, everyone loved it. So today we're gonna make this adorable, chubby little bunny. All you need is a wood bead, a pipe cleaner, and a little bit of pretty fabric. So let's grab those supplies and let's get started making a cute little bunny, or maybe 2 or 10. So all we'll need for supplies today is some wooden beads, some fabric, a round plate, bowl, or lid. You'll also need some fiberfill stuffing, some felt, some pipe cleaners for the ears, also some Mod Podge or just plain white school glue. I use embroidery floss, also a rubber band. There's a little trick to that too that I'm going to show you. A glue gun and glue stick, a scissors, permanent markers in black and pink for the face, and some embellishments to personalize your bunny. All right, the first thing we're gonna do to make this cute little guy is decide what kind of fabric we want, what kind of color. I think today we're gonna go with a hot pink polka dot. This is just a cotton fabric. I do a lot of sewing, so I have way too much of a stash of fabric. So you'll only need about a 6-inch circle of this. So you don't have to have a ton of fabric. This is great for using up scrap fabrics. Now don't worry if you don't have like a fancy fabric around. It doesn't have to be a sewing fabric. You can use anything from t-shirt material for this. You could use pillowcase or sheets. You could use curtains. So don't feel that you have to like run right out and buy some fabric unless there's a specific look you're going for with your bunnies. So what we need to do is draw our circle on there. What I did to find this is a cottage cheese lid. So if you're like me, you're gonna just run around your kitchen now and try and find something that's about 6 inches or the size that you want your bunny to be. So it took me a while, but I found a cottage cheese container lid that was the perfect size for me. And we're gonna just draw that around. Make sure that shows up, because I don't know how many times I actually think I'm drawing the pen around there and I pick up the lid and there's nothing there. Okay, so there we have our circle cut out. Now we're gonna stuff that circle. We need to put some stuffing in there. I got ahead of myself. One thing I should have showed you first is to actually, let's work with the head, the wood beads first. I have made bunnies with, this would be the 25 millimeter bead. I've also made some with a bigger bead that's about 28, 29 millimeters. That's up to you. But either way, these wooden beads, when they're unfinished, the face will run. So I discovered that the hard way. I found this tip, I Googled it, on how not to have the marker run on a wood bead. And it actually said, you just put on a thin coat of Mod Podge if you have it. If you don't have that on hand, just some Elmer's glue. And so if you put that on the unfinished bead, it actually works out really perfectly. That's all the difference between here. This side did not have Mod Podge on it and it ran. And this side, once I put the Mod Podge, that permanent marker on the face didn't run. The first step we're gonna do is just paint this bead with a little bit of Mod Podge and let it dry while we're making the body of the bunnies. All right, so this is real simple. We're gonna just take something that we can put that bead on. We're just gonna put a light coat. It's just, you don't even really see it's going on there. You don't want it thick. It just is enough to fill in that wood grain and make it smooth so that your permanent marker's not gonna run. And we're gonna let that dry while we jump back to our circle that we just cut out. All right, so once you have your circle cut out, we need to stuff it. Now we're gonna take our stuffing and kind of smush it up so, you know, fits in about that size. So I'm gonna put it in. This, there's kind of like, you just get the hang of it. Lay this out on my palm and then kind of put the stuffing in, and I wanna bring the sides up around. We're gonna stuff it down in there. You wanna keep all the ends of the fabric up. All right. Now we need to tie this off. Now, the trick I've learned in tying this off is to use a rubber band first, because I really struggled with trying to hold this little pouch, you know, and then tie on our string. I've now gotten smart, and I will take a rubber band and I'll rubber band this top section. There we go. And then you can see that's rubber banded into like a little pouch. Spread out those sides. I don't want any of the end down in there. Now I can take my string and cut a couple inches there, and we're gonna put that, we want it to go underneath the rubber band, because if it's on top of the rubber band, then it won't be able to get as tight. So we're gonna go underneath the rubber band and tie a knot, pull really, really tightly. So now we just take our rubber band off, and there we have it tied. Looks like a little sack. We want to spread apart the top edges of the fabric. And then we have our top piece like that. Our next step is going to be to put the head on here. But I got a great tip from one of the viewers in our last bead bunny tutorial, because I did complain how I'm so bad at faces and I mess them up a lot. Let me tell you, I am not good at perfecting those little eyes and mouth with a paintbrush. I found markers to be much easier. So what she suggested, which is really smart, is that just do your beads, do the faces on, and then if there's some that you mess up, all you have to do is kind of sand it down and do it again. You haven't messed up your whole project. So that's what we're going to do first now. So thank you very much for that comment. What we're going to do for this little bunny is use some permanent markers and give him his cute little face. One of my favorite things about doing the last bead bunny video is all the comments from you guys about what you're going to be doing with your little bunnies that you made. Everything from donating some bunnies to nursing homes, to handing them out to neighbors, to handing them out around town when you're running your errands. So I just thought that was the greatest thing, because that's what Crafty Care is all about. It's about making these cute little crafts and gifts to give out to others. So that was just the best part of the previous video. All right, so now we got his face on and I'm happy with this face. So we're gonna stick to this one. Now we're gonna do the ears. So this just pipe cleaner ears and a little bit of felt. So now the ears are really pretty simple. So we're gonna take it and kind of fold it in half like that. Twist it a few times at the bottom so it sticks together. Now at the top, I wanna pinch it just right at the top so that I know where the center is. And then we're just gonna take that top and we're gonna pull it down like that. And then if we put those out, you see we have 2 bunny ears, but obviously those are too big. So we'll make those a little smaller. So we're gonna take the bottom of our pipe cleaner and we're gonna twist that around until we get the size bunny ears that we want. And you can kind of get an idea because you can actually stick them in there a while and look at it. And you can always cut off the bottom also if you think you are getting too much down here. But that is gonna go in the hole of the bead then, so. All right, now that we have our bunny ears shaped the way we want them, we're going to take a little piece of felt. So the way we do the ears is we're gonna lay down, so the felt is just gonna go in this open section of the ears right down there and basically cut out, whoops, what we need. So we're just gonna cut that whole piece out. We're not gonna get picky about exact size. And then I'm gonna cut down through the center. So I'll have our felt. And then there's one piece of felt you can see for each ear. So now we just have to glue this on and just put the glue right there. We'll do one at a time. So we'll get that side and we're gonna just press that on there. And you can see it covers the whole opening that's there. And that's stuck on there really well. All right, so there's our bunny ears. Now we just obviously have to trim around that felt. So now you can see there's our bunny ears finished. Now we gotta add the bunny ears to the bunny face and then the bunny face to the body. So with this, we have the big open hole, which is great for sticking the bunny ears in, but we need to glue them. And what I did the first time I made these was I just put the glue in there and then it came out the bottom and burned me. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna take some scraps of fabric or felt, whatever you have laying around, stick it in the bottom here. Doesn't matter on the size. It's just gotta kind of fill that hole a little bit so that when we put the hot glue in there to put the ears, it doesn't come down through there. Put our glue in there and make sure you're putting your ears the right direction. You want the pipe cleaner showing. I did also the first time I made these, use that showing, so pay attention, unlike me. And there we go. And now we put his ears in there. And you'll see the felt kind of goes down in the back there too, tucks in that hole. All right, so we got bunny head, bunny body. Now we just need to put them together. We have this fabric. We want to make an opening here. Pull all that up. Make sure it's fairly even around there. It's a little tricky part. We want an opening like that, and then we're gonna put some glue down in here, and then the bunny head. Some glue around in there. Not too much. We don't want it squeezing out the sides. We're just gonna take bunny head and put him on there. And we're gonna press down real hard, smush him up. And there we go. Now our little bunny's finished, almost. We gotta personalize her. We're gonna add some flowers, some bows to her. And I wanna thank those who commented about making little bows, because in the last video I said, if anyone knows how to make tiny little bows like this, or has a good tutorial for one, let me know, because I need to learn how to make them. Be a lot cheaper than buying these little suckers. And someone sent a video that shows making little bows on a fork, which was amazing. It takes 2 seconds. I can't believe how simple it is. And then I did not know it before, last week. And so last night on the phone with my daughter, I was making all these cute little tiny bows. So now I get to pick a color. I think we're gonna go for a little white bow. Maybe put that, will that look good? I think that'll look good. Put a little glue on there. Take our cute little fork bow that we made and add a bow to her. There, she's looking better. These little flowers, I did find these little flowers at Hobby Lobby, and I did use them on the last bunny too, but I think they're super cute. The nice thing about adding an embellishment up by her ear is if you did accidentally put a little bit too much glue, which I didn't show you, but there was actually a little extra blob of glue that came out of the top there. So it kind of covers up those flaws. So there she is. She's got her flower, she's got her bow. We're just gonna add a tail to her. She got really cute. I like this hot pink fabric. Wasn't sure what I think of it, but she really shows up well.
All right, your adorable chubby bead bunny is done. But here's a quick bonus tip to make her even cuter.
It just dawned on me, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but rather than use felt for inside these little guys' ears, what if I did the same color fabric? So like this, what if I made his ears blue instead? Oh my gosh. Are those so cute? I love the matching ears. Let me know in the comments, do you like it better, the pink ears or the matching ears? We're gonna add some embellishments and then we'll come back and I'll show you these finished product. And I gotta be honest, I'm gonna make a bunch more of these.
Easter egg hunt, would that not be great for a kid? Instead of just finding like eggs, they could find a little bunny just hanging out in the yard in the grass. Yeah, it's a thought.
All right, so I just love how our little chubby bunny turned out. She is just adorable. Let me know in the comments down below how you'd share these adorable little bunnies to brighten someone's day. And hit that subscribe button for more cute and easy DIY projects each week. See you next time and happy crafting.